Our home was almost completely destroyed by a devastating house fire, but after 7 months of demo and rebuilding, we are now ready for flooring. We received Malibu wide plank engineered hardwood floors in the color Lombard for our kitchen and living room space. These water-resistant click-lock 100% hardwood floors are the perfect addition for our home. We began by laying out our underlayment, and we will be doing a floating installation. We pre-laid out the boards to ensure an even display of coloring and pattern, making sure to grab from different boxes for each row. It's a good idea to lay out a bunch of rows before beginning. We laid out our first row and we used a laser level to ensure that it was straight. Because we don't have perfectly straight walls, we want to follow the laser level rather than following the line of the wall to ensure that the floors are laid straight. We left an 1/8 of an inch gap between the flooring and the wall of our first row to allow for expansion. We did click in our second row, and when we got to the end of the row, we measured and marked and cut the plank with a jigsaw. It is so easy to cut through these hardwood planks. We laid it in place, and then we made sure that it was completely clicked and locked. We used a tapping bar and mallet just to click and lock them into place, and then we slid these rows up against the wall, leaving that 1/8 of an inch, and then we used an air nailer to secure the first row in place, and then we continued on with the floating installation. We continued going along, adding row by row, just using the rubber mallet and our tapping bar and the click and lock system. When you place your boards at a 45-degree angle and slide them in, the click and lock is super easy to install. We laid our underlayment along, working as we went, adding piece by piece and row by row. It was so easy to lay this floor. This was my first time installing a floor, and I couldn't have asked for a better or easier experience for my first time. What I love most about these floors is that there's 2 different widths of boards and varying lengths in each box to give you a beautiful varying depth and dimension to your floor. I was worried about putting hardwood floors into the kitchen space, bringing them through the living room. I don't have to worry about that because these floors from Malibu Wide Plank are water resistant, so I can get one cohesive floor throughout both spaces, making this room feel so large, so bright, and so airy. I really love the rich color and clarity in the wood grain on these floors, and they are going to be the perfect addition for this space. I am not going to lie, the thought of doing hardwood floor has always intimidated me, and I love DIY projects, but I want to dive in and tackle this head on, and I was so surprised at how easy doing this click and lock hardwood flooring actually was. We had to do some intricate cutting around some plumbing in the kitchen, but again, it was super easy to achieve with just measuring and then cutting with a jigsaw. I had a little bit of help from some talented family members, but once I got on a roll, sliding in the boards, doing the click and lock, it really was so easy. Malibu Wide Plank also has you covered for your transitions, so they have matching transitions in the shades of the floor. So I have the transition strip here that's going between the mudroom and the living room. All I have to do is measure, cut, and glue it into place, and it creates that seamless transition. We couldn't be happier with these floors. Beauty, quality, and durability, that is Malibu Wide Plank. After laying these beautiful floors in our kitchen and living room space, we knew we wanted to seamlessly coordinate the main floor with our basement, and that is totally possible with Malibu Wide Plank's luxury vinyl plank. Because we had our fire, the basement is a blank slate ready to go. We just had to clean up the dust, dirt, and debris left from doing all the drywall, and then we could begin laying the luxury plank. I am so excited that we can go with the same colored Lombard for the basement. Because our subfloor is concrete in the basement and can contain moisture, we went with a 6 mil poly underlayment in our installation to act as a moisture barrier. In this way, we are fully protected from having any moisture cause damage to our beautiful planks. For our first piece of flooring, we did take a board and cut it in half. We want to make sure that we don't have the lines lined up where the boards meet and that they'll be staggered, so we did decide to start with a half board. We placed our floor spacers in place, and then we used their simple click and lock system just like we did upstairs in the kitchen and living room. When you need to make a cut, all you have to do is make your mark, score it with an X-Acto knife 3 times, flip the board over, and then snap it. It breaks that easy. You don't even need to use a saw. Just as we did with the hardwood upstairs, we made sure to pull from different boxes to ensure each row was a variation of color and wood grain patterns. What I really love most about these Malibu wide plank floors is their super easy install. And I love that I can create the same cohesive look down here in the basement as I did upstairs. The same beautiful Lombard color is available in their engineered hardwood floor as well as their luxury vinyl plank. These wide plank boards are a beautiful fit for any space. And my basement down here is a smaller room, but this color of flooring really brightens the space and makes you feel like you're not even in a basement at all. It was the perfect choice for this space. These luxury vinyl plank floors actually look like real hardwood as well. You don't have to sacrifice a beautiful look because you can have both engineered hardwood and vinyl plank in the same coloring in your home. Malibu Wide Plank has made it so easy to coordinate different spaces. They offer a variety of coordinating colors, so you are sure to find one to suit your home and style. Malibu Wide Plank also offers matching transition pieces, so you don't have to worry about matching up or staining to match your floor. You can shop Malibu Wide Plank on HomeDepot.com and transform your space with their elegant, durable, super high quality planks. All I was hoping for these two spaces was beautiful cohesion, and that was made possible with Malibu Wide Plank's luxury vinyl plank and engineered hardwood flooring in the same color shades. I am just so happy we are finally here. It's been a long journey since our house fire, and I cannot wait to finish putting these spaces together. Thank you so much to Malibu Wide Plank for sponsoring this video.